El Paso Water was faced with an environmental nightmare when two pipelines ruptured, sending millions of gallons of wastewater into West Side communities.
The utility has been diverting the wastewater into the Rio Grande since August and will continue to do so until repairs can be completed.
I sat down with El Paso Water's chief technical officer to talk about what they plan to do to try to fix the problem.
We're around 600 million gallons that have been discharged into the river since last week.
This is what the streets near Donovan looked like when wastewater flowed into the community. Homeowners told us the stench was unbearable. Although one of those pipelines has not been completely repaired, wastewater is no longer flowing into the streets, but is still being pumped into the Frontera lift station. From there, that wastewater is pumped into the Rio Grande. However, now El Paso Water is treating this wastewater. This is the canal where water is being diverted from the Rio Grande containing that wastewater. It reaches these pumps where it's pumped to the Bustamante water treatment facility, and once it's treated, it then is pumped back into the canal where it's being used for irrigation. This can now be used by farmers. Trejo admits the thought of pumping wastewater into the Rio Grande was a tough decision because of the ecological harm it may cause. El Paso Water already commissioned a study to look at the effects this is having on the ecosystem.
The sooner we could learn what impact, whether it's short-term or long-term, anything we can do to help mitigate the impacts, we're doing those now. We're definitely concerned about what this could do for the environment, vegetation, aquatic life, any wildlife that uses the river as its home.
Trejo tells me El Paso Water is sharing its findings with the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality. A spokesman for that agency told me they are waiting for repairs to finish, and the water company is no longer pumping wastewater into the Rio Grande before they determine if El Paso Water should face any fines. Trejo is already expecting some sort of admonishment from TCEQ.
Do you think
they'll face any fines?
I think there will be enforcement action. I think there should be. I tell people this all the time. I think a wastewater spill into a river is certainly something that it's one of the main things that we're in charge of not to happen.
El Paso Water expects repairs on the pipeline to be completed by December. Until that happens, El Paso Water will continue pumping millions of gallons of wastewater into the Rio Grande daily.